Okay, quick Wednesday morning radar update. So, big gap up today. It's nice to see small caps really on the gas today. The whole market's on the gas. Back and fill would be normal. Playing catch up to the DAX, aren't we, and the US. Let's just go through these markets again. Try to not get on the soapbox today, but the overwhelming theme, if you get influenced by other people's opinions on the markets, is that the top's in, all these big calls, what people like to make. Let's just do it with our eyes. What are the markets doing? Well, the transports leader broke out, normal retrace. We knew where normal retrace was way before it even got there. We talked about it on the big day up here. And when the transports and the DAX walk hand in hand, well, they're trying to do, the DAX is trying to move with the transports at the moment. Fantastic. But let's just go through these markets again. When you do this every day like we do, you do this for a living, you have to trade through every pullback. The market stair steps is basically what I'm trying to say, and everyone's got an opinion on the highs and everyone's got an opinion on the lows. On the highs it's too high, and then when it pulls back, then it's going, then all of a sudden it's going to hell. So the reoccurring theme over a decade sat in the seat here, and full time I will say, and over 3 decades of money in the markets, and the overwhelming theme is on this day here. You get the the market's too high, it needs to pull in, whatever, and then what does it do? Big round number, everything, build a case, build a bearish case, and what does it do? Well, the markets have to trade that area if they're going higher. So, then the markets, go off on this big run. So, as always, when you get the markets are too high calls, that's usually before the market trends. You will get those calls before every trending market. When you get this is a bubble, usually it's not a bubble yet. When you get this is a bubble calls, that's these guys don't even know what a bubble is. Did you have money running through the tech bubble? I did. I know what a bubble is. So when you're going through a correction, this is it. The markets, and everyone sells down all their long-term investments on a bad day like a switch, and they think the market is you can just go top bottom. No, it really doesn't work like that. You have to turn up every day, and you just have to grind these things out, and you get to choose how much volatility your portfolio is exposed to. We call it position sizing. And coming into next year, if you're new to this game, the first thing you should learn how to do is to position size correctly. So the market, it's not the tail wagging the dog. You're in control of your own, destiny in this stuff. You know how volatile every position is going to be. And I've just dropped this, spreadsheet video in the site, actually, just covering this. It's in the members area, actually. But there's a lot on my pages about position sizing. If you've got everything under control, you will not be the guy who's calling tops and bottoms in the market and trying to trade on market swings. You'll be the guy who just is along for the ride. You've got to get to that that area where you're in it. You're trading your own time frame. You're not calling long-term investments and then selling on market twitchers. You don't want to be that deer in the headlights investor. So let's move on forward. Fantastic. S&P's new highs, Nasdaq following up behind, lower on the risk fountain, as we start calling Grandad Russell trying to get out of his rocking chair. The DAX, FTSE 100 broke out of this base, first retrace, came back to highs, looked like another base, broke out of this base today. 250, a little bit lower down on, in the mid caps in the UK, and then down to the small caps. The small caps are definitely just grinding and consolidating. Yes, I've been stopped out of a few over the last couple of months. Compounded gains, compounded a few small losers, and it's not about being right. It's about big winners, small losers, riding them until the trend breaks in my world, and got some pretty good positions with trail points and add points ahead. The cash I've got, under 30% cash, will go into what is working. I'll just keep ploughing ahead at the right hand edge. The next thing you will hear, this is going to end badly, all that kind of stuff. You have to be able to just ignore all that this is going to end badly talk. It will end badly if you've got no risk management. What's worse than the market ending badly is actually the market going on a huge trending run and you're not on board. So the people who are not on board scream the loudest. Straight back to your own sort of methodology, know what you want to achieve in the markets. So it never ends badly. It only ends with risk management. You choose your own risk management. That is how much it's going to hurt. That's, you choose your risk, choose the volatility for each trade. If you don't know how to do that, well, come and visit my site. I'll teach you how to do that. This is not a promotional video. Just a little bit of off-piece for the end of the year. But coming to next year, one good decision, one good, position size, have a trade plan and trade it. Start to string a group of good positions together. That is the game. So let's just jump straight into the volume leaders today. I noticed the Oilers are moving today. Are they playing catch up? I'm not sure. Let me just quickly look at this. 11.20. We should have traded 39% to be an average volume. And I'm going to fly through these today. We've got breakouts and bases in my own portfolio. I noticed one's breaking out today. Loads of investment trusts. They've never really gone quiet, these, and they're a good barometer to where the money's flowing. And though the growth stocks, have been correcting or consolidating and pulling back, the money's still been flowing. Let's just buzz through these and get into the small caps. JSE, yeah, my plan on that. I will add to it on the add point. I've got a position. It's still around where I bought it. This bites as well. Ticking back up in its numbers, isn't it? Yeah, we've talked about this. It's a 250 stock. We tend to like to buy these from pullbacks. We did see the IPO breakout, and there was another base here, and it pulled back deep. This was the first deep pullback, and that turned out to be the good area to sort of get on board. And it's basing out again. You don't, early IPOs, they can have some horrible action. It's better to go long term with the ones that have got the good growth. Let me just jump into the small caps. I'll put 39 in there as well. It's a nice risk on day. While I'm ordering these, if you're watching this video and you want to, I don't do everything on social media. I'm trying to just concentrate my own work, on my website, and I've got so much work to do. Hundreds of hours of website work I want to do, and I do it all myself. So if you want to be alerted, just click on the like button and subscribe to the page, because that is where my public content goes onto this YouTube feed. moving on into these small caps. As you are. Just going to have a quick buzz through these. Solid state back to highs. PRP, this is looks loss making. I don't know if it's loss making still. It's got no forward. I do see the little line in the sand. We've seen that for some time. Probably a POS. QBT blockchain. Moving on. Gulf Keystone, yeah, huge trade for me in the past. But I have seen on news today. Obviously, it's trying to, you know, it's very messy basing action, but it's structurally it's trying to do its thing, isn't it? None here, I will say. This is not a pump. BKS, I didn't know that had popped today. I have a position, you know, I've talked about this one a lot. So, you know, first pullback after breaking out. Well, it, you know, it tried, it poked its head and it came in here. First pullback after breaking out. It's on the swing kicker sort of journey today. So probably squeeze a bit more into that if it does trade an odd point for me at a later date. On the markets, kind of, you know, we've drawn a line in the sand in there, but you'd want to do your own research as always. This is rear view for my style, but trending nicely. You know, we call that trail mode. So as you can see, my style is longer term trends. Yes, I do trade shorter term, and but the big money is made by riding the big trends. Period. You know, it's not made by flipping in and out and selling the best stocks in your account. It's made by deciding on how much volatility you want in your portfolio and not selling too much, you know, not selling down on your best ideas. Your best ideas will get more volatile. So it's about having conviction in good growth stocks for me. And I will just ride those out until they stop me out. Compound the gains, compound the paper cuts. You know, all losers should be small. Winners. My on the open account, my profit is 30 times the negative on the account at the moment. So, you know, and I'm over 40 odd R in open gains as well. Just riding through. Blinkers on. Okay, I will leave it there. Please hit the like and subscribe if you know, I'm tuning out my sort of social media sort of Twitter exposure. You know, I don't want to be tied to looking at that all day, and I'm just going to drop my stuff on the YouTube. So if you want access to that, it's free, it's a gift. Cheers all.